Hi guys, I'm Tash and welcome back to my channel, Happy Artist. So I've seen how a lot of people have started filming their work, just like I have. And one of the first reasons I actually started this whole channel was because I was pouring and filming my pours to send to my family and friends and those who were interested. But then someone mentioned, well, why don't I put it on YouTube? If I'm learning from somebody else's YouTube, then someone else can learn from me. So here are a few do's and don'ts to film your acrylic pour and other painting as well. There are a few angles at which you can film. So don't forget those multiple angles. Different angles can be used for different reasons. The easiest one for your viewer to follow is an overhead shot, but not upside down, because if you have a look, this is how I filmed some of my first ones. It's a bit disorientating, isn't it? So you rather want to have an overhead shot like this. Much more comfortable for the viewer and they can see exactly what's going on. Just a reminder though, if you are doing overhead shots like this, lighting becomes important. If you're working indoors and you have an overhead light, it's going to shine in your painting, much like this. And there's absolutely no way around it. So make sure that you have a light source from somewhere else and put that overhead light off. If you're working on a very, very big canvas like this one though, then it's okay, you're working around it. I did have two other angles at which I shot this though. The one last thing about the overhead shot, if you are going to be doing a Dutch pour where you're using your mouth to blow with, remember that you're going to get your head in the shot. In this specific pour, it wasn't the end of the world, but I have had shots before in some of my previous pours where if the canvas is so small while I'm blowing, you don't see anything. You literally just see the messy bun. So you might then either want to take a different angle or use a straw or hairdryer. You can always use a shot like this overhead for prep work, like while you're busy getting your base layer down and you're explaining something, as well as for most pours. There are some pours though that you're going to want to take from a lower angle. For instance, the reveal of an open cup pour, or as you're slowly pouring the ring pour. If you do a ring pour from above or a soda bottle bottom from above, it isn't as much of an aesthetic angle and can sometimes hide what's happening and the viewer can't see. This is also a very, very good angle to use if you are showing measurements. If you've got a tutorial where you are saying exactly how much you use for a specific technique. This is what the setup would look like. Another angle is getting someone to assist you with your filming, much like this. While I was going ahead and pouring away, somebody else was holding the camera. Then you can get really good close-up shots and you're not having to worry about the shot and the angle. Is it all in the shot? While making sure you're not messing up the pour. Make sure that you understand the settings of whatever you're using to film with. Go as high quality as you can, because if you are wanting to do zoom in shots, you at least then don't have too much pixelation. You can always change the quality or drop the quality when you render the film afterwards in editing, but always try and aim for that high quality. At least 1080p HD. If you can go higher to a 4K or a 6K, go for it. If you don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to all of that, let me know in the comment section below if you'd like to have me do a video on what you can use to film. Should you be using your phone? Should you be going for a professional camera? As well as what sort of lighting techniques do I use? And then something to keep in mind when you are filming is whether or not you are wanting to include clutter or not. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes it's just down to the fact that I don't have the time to clean up the table before I get to my pour, because I've got a baby who's just gone down for her nap and I want to get this pour over and done with as fast as I can. If you do have clutter around the table, it does tend to distract from the pour rather than you just having a completely clean table. I hope you got some really good tips out of that. Now start sharing your filming. Very excited to see some of them. Hi guys, I'm Tash and welcome back to my channel, Happy Artist. There's a lot of or as you're slowly pouring, or a soda bottle bottom. Going back to that overhead trot, in this specific pour, or use a straw or a hair blower. Hair blower, wow.